Hey guys, it's Eclipse here, and today we're going to be looking over the entirety of what's coming up in the March event. We're going to go straight into the operation, which is Tank Madness, and we're going to go through some of the key aspects of the game that's going to be coming out. So first of all, Tank Madness is where basically what happened when the Champion Panther came out, where two nations fought against each other and the winner got a special prize, except this time each nation will fight against each other. So March 3rd to the 5th, which is right now, it will be USA versus UK. The winner will then progress onto the round of 4 or the final 4, which then probably two people will play each other, and then the winners will then go on to the final, etc. So what the operation consists of is to score points. You have to get either top XP earner will earn you 5 points, second to third will earn you 3 points, and fourth to fifth will earn you 1 point. Now once you get 15 points, you'll then get a random loot drop, and that will count as one completion. Once you got one completion, that will qualify you for any rewards that you may get. So if USA win the operation and you got 15 points for USA, that will mean at the end of the operation on the Tuesday, you will receive 1 day of premium and 50,000 silver. Now if you manage to do that over all 4 weekends, that will mean you can get 4 days of premium and also 200,000 silver. So that is pretty decent, and at the end of it, if you choose the nation that wins the whole event at the end, you will receive a free Vanquisher Sentinel AC1, which you can see right in front of us right now. So that is what it looks like. It's a bit of a weird tank. Don't know how much it's going to be worth or whatever. At the end they'll probably release it in the store because, you know, they want to farm as much damage by giving an operation where it's a 50% chance, so half the population on the game will probably not get the tank and therefore might want the tank and go and buy it, because wargaming are like that nowadays, just trying to farm as much damage, just money basically. But less on that, we'll go into the MVP medal, and that is basically what you have to do is you'll be able to get double all of your premium time and silver earnings if you get the MVP medal. Now to get the MVP medal, we don't actually know yet until they release it on a later date. But you can technically earn, as I said, 4 days of premium and 200,000 silver right there. There's also releasing a victory lap bonus operation. So for the first one, you have to destroy 5 or more enemies, and this is open to anyone through March 7th to March 10th, and it will give you 5,000 silver for defeating 5 enemies in battle. Destroying 10 will give you 8,500, destroying 25 will give you 30,000, destroying 50 will give you 150,000, and then destroying 100 will then give you 500,000. So in total, that means that you will have to take out 190 tanks in 3 days. So that's a pretty hard task. That is going to be roughly 60 tanks per day. So 63 tanks per day you have to take out, which is, in my case, I'm probably not going to be even able to do that, and I play World of Tanks quite a lot, probably far too much, putting in 1,195 hours so far, which is a huge amount of time, about 45 days of actual playing time. And basically you also get the USA bundles, etc., which they're just trying to farm. But oh look, the Super Pershing and the Freedom, the exact same tank. Hang on a minute, 45% savings? Oh, that's because they've given you the same tank twice, and they've counted both gold as the same. So they're going to say that you've saved 7,500 gold, but really you've got the same tank twice, so that is where the 7,500 gold went. So it's not such a good savings, and just wanted to let you guys know before Wargaming try and rip you off and false advertise that you're saving so much money when really you're getting two of the same thing there. Some of them are actually good, like the Team USA Center. You get the T14, the Mutant, and the T34, worth 21,000 gold, and 2 of them are actually really good tanks. T34, it's got a really long reload, but the armor is quite good for the tier, and it's a tier 8 heavy for basically, if you were to split it, probably, I don't know, 8,000 or less than that, like 7,000 for both the Mutant and the T-34, and then like 1,000 for the T-14. So it is actually quite a good deal if you are into the Tier 8 heavies, or if you want to get into the game, because these two tanks are relatively easy for new players to play, and they kind of ease you into side scraping, etc., and being able to use your turret armor. Some of the other ones are just not that great, and like, you can kind of make your own presumptions. Just make sure that you realise that Wargaming are trying to make money at the end of the day, and therefore they're going to implement different sorts of ways of making deals look much better than they actually are. So you just got to take it with a hint of salt when they're saying that you save 50% or something. So don't go getting your wallet out and paying for millions worth of gold just because they say that there's 50% off. But anyway, on to the actual overview that Wargaming have given us. So other than the madness in March, which is the tank madness type thing, the operation that we've just gone over, they're also basically recognising our loyal four-legged friends by offering a special charity bundle, where all of the proceeds, so any money that you spend on the operation or the store, like the bundle, will actually go all to K9 for Warriors. And K9 for Warriors is a charity where they basically fund dogs that have maybe served the country, and they kind of try and help out both the dogs and also the soldiers that are suffering from post-traumatic stress disability, so the dogs as well. So it's kind of a nice little charity, and you should definitely support it, maybe by picking up one bundle or something. I'm sure there'll be like, I don't know, £5 or something, but it's a really good charity, and 100% of the proceeds will actually go to K9 for Warriors. So it's definitely something I'll probably pick up during the days where it's out. Then obviously we have the Tank Madness final. I'll go through the dates just right now. So USA versus UK is the 3rd to the 5th of March. France versus China is March 10th to the 12th. The weekend after that is March 17th to the 19th is Japan versus Czechoslovakia, and then March 24th to the 26th it is Germany versus Russia or Soviet Union. And then March 31st to April 2nd is the Final Four and Championship, so whoever wins the championship will win the Vanquisher Sentinel AC2, once again seen here. And it's quite good because it's just a nice little operation. I like how they're doing a lot more of these events, even if you have a low chance of actually getting the tank. It's just something that you'll just have to deal with. They've also bringing out the T-34-85, which features a dog called Sarek, and it's basically from a TV series called Four Tankmen and a Dog, and it's a Polish TV series, so any of you Polish players out there who probably don't watch my videos, not going to lie, might find that quite interesting. I've never watched the program myself or the series, so it's something that I might want to have a look at. Probably won't though, I'm not going to lie. Just finished watching X-Men Apocalypse, so that was a pretty good thing. I missed out on that when it came out in cinemas, so it's definitely a film I'd recommend. And there we go. So it's basically a T-34-85 that's premium, and probably gets some slight differences between the T-34-85 in the standard version on the Russian tech tree. So yeah, that's that tank. And then we have the Sentinel AC4 Experimental. I don't believe this has actually come out on the PC. It might have done, but I haven't necessarily seen it. It's a tier 6 flanker, so it's going to roughly probably be fast, not 100%, but it's going to have probably mediocre armor, since its fast tanks generally have rubbish armor except from the Waffle 100 Object 268. You kind of get the trend there. The broken tanks are fast and have retarded guns. But there's the AC4 Experimental. It's got the Australian flag on it, so that's something kind of unique. Never seen that before, really, as like the actual camouflage, and it's pretty nice. So then we also have Pain God's picks. So this is the T23E3 and the FV201A45. Now I have not picked up either, and that is simply because I don't believe that they are worth it. T23E3 is quite a hard tank to play, and it just doesn't seem to appeal to me. I don't really want a medium tank that's just a bit average, and I'm not too keen on it. Penetration isn't really that good. The alpha damage is just piss poor, 120 I believe, somewhere around there. And yeah, the DPM's probably decent, but no, I'd rather play the Comet rather than tier 7. But it is still a premium, and you're going to make money from it, so that's always something you want to take into account. I wouldn't recommend it, considering it's quite a lot of gold for it, 7,000 to pick that one up. There's the FV201, which is basically a bit like the FV4202P, the other tier, well, a tier 8 premium medium tank from the British line. But this is a heavy tank, this is tier 7, and it's relatively cheap at 4,950 gold, so if you've got some gold lying around and you fancy a okay kind of tier 7 premium, then it might be one for you. It's got decent alpha damage of around 150 or something like that, decent ret fire as well, 14 almost rounds a minute, and a decent amount of penetration, probably around 170 I would guess, or 168 or something like that. So you might want to pick that one up. Up to you really. I'm not going to pick it up though, just as my own opinion. I don't think I really enjoy tanks like that, but that's only my opinion, and obviously you might have a different one. Feel free to mention anything that you want to down in the comment section, any questions, any opinions that you have, and therefore other people might contradict and might comment on them, and etc. Just get a bit of a comment section going, and a few discussions in the comment section maybe. We also have the St. Patrick's Day emblems, so you can get a leprechaun hat, you can get a pot of gold, and also a leprechaun face as well. So they're kind of a gimmick, but you know what, if you want to purchase them forever, then it's pretty cool, and not everyone will be able to have it. And then we have also got some premiums coming into the store as standalone bundles right the way through March, I'm guessing. And there's the BTSV, a tier 3. I'm not going to pick that up. Like, I don't see the point in tier 3 premiums. You're not going to make much silver, and it's a bit seal clubby to have a tier 3 premium and play it a lot. Haven't heard much about this thing other than it looks like a bathtub with a turret and tracks. We've got the Sexton one, which is actually apparently quite a good artillery at tier 3. And then the A32 at tier 4, which I haven't really heard much about, and therefore I can't comment on it really. I've not got any of the 3, and I probably won't ever pick them up either. I only really go for tier 7 or above premium tanks, and that is basically all that it has to offer, except when the Cromwell Berlin comes out, because I really want that tank. But on the side note, that is the video done. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please hit that like button, because it just helps out the channel, and it gets me a few more interactions. And if you have any comments, please feel free to drop them down, and I'll try and answer them as fast as I can. Although I am at college, so a lot of the time I will be in college, and I'll answer them when I get home. But anyway, I hope you have once again enjoyed, and if you want to check out any of my other content, you can click on my channel down below. Or if you're on the forums, you can click on the link to my channel, and then it will give you any of the other videos that I've made. So that will be something you can always check out, and if you like any of that, then subscribe for any new content that I come up with, and I hope I will see you in the next video.